Okay, looks like I'm live. Am I on? Is it live? All right, well, I'm going to pretend that I'm live. I don't know if I am or not. But, so I thought today, we haven't gone live in a while, and we've always had, since we've lived here, a little bit of problem doing that, just because, I don't know, internet out here is a little weird. So today I thought I would show you how to make homemade butter. Now I can't take credit for this recipe. This came from, I believe it was a YouTube channel called Little Bit of Insanity is where I found this. So this is really easy. And after, because I wanted, I wanted butter that I could make in my KitchenAid mixer. Now, if you can make butter a million different ways. Like you can use a churn if you have one. I don't know how many people have that. If you have little kids in your house, you can put marbles in a mason jar and put the cream in there, and you have at least an hour of entertainment for little kids shaking that jar, making butter. So, but I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to do it in my KitchenAid. Get out of here, Pooch. I'm going to do it in my KitchenAid mixer. And so, yeah, we're going to just go ahead and get started. So let me grab, there's some stuff that I need here, and I'm going to show you what I have. So if you look down here, I have my heavy whipping cream. I have 2 cups of it. I have a mason jar, and I don't know if you can see on it real well, but somebody drew a little face on it. He's a little hard to see there with his little tongue sticking out. But I had my son drill holes in the top of this, and so I can just kind of pour it in without getting the ice into the bowl. And this is pretty much it. This is all you're gonna need. So let me get you up here, and I'm gonna move you a little bit closer. See if I can see down into the bowl here. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to pour our heavy cream into our mixer. And let me find a spatula to scrape all this out.
Kelly and Darlene are on.
Hi, guys. Kevin is my computer guy doing this. He has to sit down because he fell and he may have torn the meniscus in his knee. So he is over at the table, and we'll go over and sit with him in a little bit. Just so that you can see that he's doing fine and everything, because this is going to have to mix for like about 5 minutes. So we're going to start out on low.
Hi, Danny69.
And hopefully you can hear me over the mixer, but we're going to turn it up. It'll get louder. And we're going to go as high as we can with the speed on this. Now I put my splatter guard on here just because after it gets going, it'll start, when the buttermilk starts separating from the cream, it'll start splattering up on us. So my kids have been making whipped cream for their waffles in the morning, and they've been taking the homemade jam that I made instead of using syrup, and they've been putting like a waffle, and then jam, and then another waffle, and then jam, and then another waffle, and then whipped cream on top of that. So, but I'm just gonna come up here. So, do you guys have any questions for us? Since I'm just gonna let this go, and I'll show you like different steps of where the cream is, like in the process. But if you have any questions for us, I'd love to hear from you guys, you know, about the new place that we live, or any cooking questions, or any homeschooling questions that you have, or
our chickens are laying eggs.
Oh yeah, our chickens are laying eggs. Oh, this is kind of funny. So, excuse me, I went out to go check the coop for eggs, and I'm like, there's only 1 egg in this nesting box. And then I opened up the run, and it was like Easter. They had laid them all through the run because the little chicken door accidentally got closed. And so out of 8 chickens, we are getting 5 eggs now, so which is pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. All right, so we're gonna look down in here.
They say the sound is good.
Okay, good. And I'm gonna take this off for just a minute. I'll turn that off. And let's see, you can see down in there. It's starting to get kind of thick. It's just right before your like whipped cream texture. So we're gonna keep going. I always tell my kids that there's a super fine line between like whipped cream and butter. Like you don't want to keep beating it until like they'll make whipped cream and sometimes you can, there's just that few minute, like a minute difference between whipped cream and oh now you have the start of butter. So yeah, so we are in self-quarantining right now, and I thought maybe I would do a video on something that would be useful, because I know that there are a lot of places that eggs and butter are things that people don't have in the grocery stores besides toilet paper and paper towels. But all right, now I'm going to show you this. All right, so this right here, you can see down in there real well, like this is like the perfect kind of whipped cream texture right here. Like this is what you want. You can add a little vanilla in there and a little powdered sugar, and that would be great whipped cream. Let me get my, where is it? There it goes. All right. So now we're going to keep going with this. All right.
Cheryl is new to our channel.
Oh, she is? Well, hi, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome.
Luckily, this is a very quiet.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll try to speak up if you can't hear me, but we're making butter today. So, like I said, I did notice some stores have been out of it. This week, not so much, but kind of last week, they had tons of heavy whipping cream though. So that's why I'm doing this video, because if you can't find butter, you can totally use whipping cream and make your own butter. So it's starting to get a little thicker now, but it sounds really good. Thank you, Darlene. Does anybody have any questions? How are you guys doing through this whole like self-quarantining? You know, I know different areas have it a little worse than we do. We just got our first case of coronavirus yesterday. So, because I know we have some viewers that are in like Washington. Yes.
Cheryl says yummy.
Oh.
And I just want to say there's nothing better than homemade butter. It tastes so good.
So you know.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Heather, did you enjoy the video of my cat doing tricks I sent you on Facebook?
Yes, I did. Yes. All right.
Cheryl is in VA.
In Virginia? Okay. So, I mean, we're in... Hi, Christy. We're in an area that doesn't have a super high population, so that I think has been kind of a saving grace for us. So we've been in prayer, and our church has been in prayer for the people who are in places like Washington and California and New York. Yeah, well, even in Ohio, because my mom lives and my brothers live in Ohio, and you know, they've been asked not to leave their houses unless it's an absolute emergency now. So, so we're, you know, we've done well here. We're doing, Kevin is the pastor at a church here, and we've had to do service online, so that's something that's new for us. So, I saw something else come up, honey. What was that? Okay.
Oregon has to stay in. You can go to stores and go on walks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just have to stay away from lots of people.
Yeah. We have our stores here. They have, when you're standing in line, they have stand this far apart, stand this far apart, stand this far apart, like stickers on the floors. So, which is good, because, you know, you want that, what's it called, social distancing and everything. So,
You know, social distancing sounds like
alright. So, I'm going to actually...
That's true in Virginia too, Cheryl.
Yeah. This is going to take a little bit. This is going to take about 5 minutes. So I'm going to take us over to where Kevin is. And we'll sit down for a little bit and talk to you. Hold on. Let me set a timer real quick. All right, there we go. All right. I don't know if we can. Oh, we can barely see the top of Kevin's head.
Hi
and
there.
There's his crutches.
I had to get decent because I was not.
He was just in his t-shirt.
That's correct.
So we're kind of far away. Let me fix that.
That's okay.
Maybe get some chairs in.
Hi, Laura. PNC Atkinsons are with us.
I bet that's Crystal.
And it is,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know if it's Crystal or Patrick.
Yeah. She's going live at 7 o'clock tonight.
What's she doing on her video?
I don't know. She didn't say.
It's Crystal, she said.
Crystal? So,
Well, we're glad to see you guys.
I feel so far away.
The fun part about all of this social
Hi, Mindy.
social
Here.
Hi, Mindy. Social distancing is that you find new ways of doing some homemade things that you can do right at your house. Hi, Judy. How are you? Hope everyone is safe and well. We are both safe and well. Well, kind of. I mean, as you know, I'm living on these right now.
So, Laura, we went to the specialist today, and they think he may have a torn meniscus. He has to go back tomorrow to have an MRI.
Yay, more steps.
And our house has about, I don't know, 20 steps.
Yeah.
Because we live up the side of a hill, which we didn't think of that when we rented the house.
We just didn't know.
We didn't know. I mean, it's a great house, but it was like, oh.
Yeah. So, oh well. What are you going to do, right?
And I promise my cough is not the corona. I have a sinus infection.
She went to the doctor. Yeah, no corona, just a sinus infection.
Yeah.
And that is happening too. You know, the spring weather brings on a lot of sick.
And I think I have an allergy to something here that I didn't have at home. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because there's a lot of social distancing, but it's important to check on people and make sure they're okay. There's some elderly that need you to check in on them. There's some friends that need you to at least call them and make sure they're having a good day. So anyway, we thought, and I think this was pretty smart, is let's do some stuff at home that are everyday things that you might need.
Yeah.
We definitely have a lot of videos where you can make stuff homemade that you didn't know, like cleaner.
Yeah.
You want to show them your cleaner?
Yeah, I'll show my cleaner.
Heather makes a cleaner that helps disinfect, and she's going to show that to you and all the ingredients in it.
Okay, so here, this is my orange cleaner. It is orange peels and vinegar, and it has to sit for about 3 weeks is better, but you can use it at 2. And then you just strain off everything, and you have to dilute it. And you can put it in a spray bottle and clean just about anything. I think the only thing you can't really clean with it is like granite countertops, maybe. So that was in the kind of vlog that I did the other day, was how to do this.
Darlene Thompson, that's a really good idea. Go to your church or just be distant, obey the rules, but go and call from your church to see how everyone is doing. That's a good idea.
The other thing that I'm making too, this is vanilla extract. Now this has to sit for 8 weeks, and I have to shake it once a week. So this was super easy. I thought about doing a video on it, but like, it's as easy as this, because it is vanilla beans and vodka. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Now, I do know if you want one that doesn't have alcohol in it, Rain Tree Country, she has a video.
Yes.
Where she does it with glycerin, I believe. So, but yeah, so those are 2 of the things that I've been making.
And it's very creative. I mean, these are simple recipes to get things going. I'm gonna try to put on the video or on the run some links that you guys can check out. One of which is that Rain Country one.
Yeah, Rain Country Homestead.
I got it. Go ahead.
And so she's got a lot of, I've learned a lot from her, and she's just got tons and tons of great videos.
What was that one?
It was making vanilla.
Oh, vanilla.
Yeah.
Vanilla. But not.
It doesn't have alcohol.
Non-alcoholic vanilla.
Yeah. So we've been doing that. You know, there's things I've been thinking about.
Oh, she did an update on it too.
Oh, yeah, she did. Things I've been thinking about doing, and I'm like, well, I kind of already did a video on that. So, I mean, I don't know if there's like certain, oh, wait, hold on. I gotta take him over there. I see splattering coming out of my face. All right, hold on,
splattering.
Guys.
Is that bad?
I'm gonna take you on a little trip. Yeah, hold on. Oh, I just got you caught. Sorry about that. Okay. Because I got buttermilk splattering all over my kitchen. I don't know if you can see on my counters here and my cabinets here. So if you look down in the bowl, it's all like clumpy. It's starting to clump together. So now what I'm going to do, it's not quite ready yet. It's still kind of smooth. So I'm going to put my splatter guard on here, which I forgot to put back on. So now I've got buttermilk all over my kitchen. Oh, real life. And let's see. Did I start my timer? I guess I didn't start my timer. I'm gonna get a paper towel and kind of wipe everything up here because that's a mess. And then I'm gonna get another paper towel. And I'm going to put it over top of that because it still will splatter out. So we're gonna, and I'm going to put the crank up because it doesn't work if you don't do that. So I'm just gonna let it go for a little bit longer and let it keep, you know, until it gets to like a real thick butter consistency. Now, the one thing that we're gonna do is we're not gonna throw away the liquid that's in here. We're actually gonna save the buttermilk because buttermilk biscuits, buttermilk pancakes. I mean, I guess you could drink it, but that's not my thing. Like my grandpa used to drink buttermilk and I was like, ugh. So, but I'm going to grab my strainer real quick. And
there is some great homemade stuff on Big Family Homestead.
oh, I know. She does a great job. All right, I don't know where my strainer is. It's supposed to be hanging right here, and it's not. So, yeah. What?
I'll talk to you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take you over here to Kevin so he can talk to you. Are you?
You can see the top of my head.
There we go.
There you go. So, there's a lot of great channels out there that have some great, here's how to do things at home. If you don't want to go out and fight the stores, if the stores don't have something, there's a lot of great channels on YouTube that do homesteading type things that show you how you can make things from scratch. They show you how you can do things just on your own. And so what we did when we first got started with learning how to do some of these homesteady things was we learned from other people. We would get on YouTube and we'd find a lot of different kinds of videos that would be, hey, here's how this looks, or here's how you do this. And one of the ways we learned how to take care of chickens was through watching YouTube. And it was a lesson for us in so many different ways. So, what time is it here, Mindy? It is 4:52. So I think in your time it's probably 7:52 if I'm doing my math right, or 6:52. Yeah, 6:52. So I think that's what time it is for you guys. For us, it's 4:52. Sorry. And there's 2 hours, so that would be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And it's kind of funny actually because we will get text messages from our family in Ohio, and it's 7, 8 o'clock for them, and for us it's like 5 or 6 in the morning, and we're like, why are you texting me this early? But they're usually pretty funny texts because Heather's family's pretty funny. It's a little weird yelling over the mixer, but we're getting it. How's it coming?
Let me see.
Is it coming together?
Yeah, it needs a little more time.
Okay. Well, we're gonna press on, and we might even crank you down a little bit, so we don't have to look up and it's all this awkward. But there's a like I said before, Goin Batty has done some great videos of just homemade stuff, and we'd love for you, if you are self-quarantined, check out our other videos that you might be interested in that might help you guys as you survive the social distancing. Can you crank that thing down a little?
Yeah, sure.
Just crank it down and we'll try it out.
Okay. Is that better?
Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
That's good.
All right.
That's good.
Turn it that way.
This way?
Yeah.
Oh.
That way you have a spot.
Okay. I have a spot.
You have a spot.
I have a spot. Excuse me.
So, I'm watching what everybody's putting in there, but I wanted to share our channel with you guys. I was going to look for a video, so go ahead if there's something that you need
I
to
thought
tell me.
maybe if any of you have any suggestions of maybe something you would like to see me try to make that maybe, I don't know, like maybe like while we're being quarantined, it's something that you either can't, like I can't make toilet paper, don't know how to do that.
Right.
But like food-wise, something that you would like to see me try to do, and then maybe I can research it and do a video on that. If any suggestions, I would be completely open to that.
You're getting ready to start your garden soon.
I am. Ooh, I'm so excited because I have something new coming. I have grow bags coming because we rent this house and I don't want to put in anything that, you know, the landlord wouldn't be okay with. So I have these 5-gallon grow sacks, 10 of them coming, and then 5 10-gallon like potato bags, like potato grow bags. I'm so excited I can't see straight. But I can't plant anything here until like the first week of June.
That's
So
true.
I'm like, ugh.
But we can get them started.
Yeah, we can
And
get the stuff started.
You have your grow lights back? We had to order new grow lights from Amazon because the ones we had broke.
Yep.
And in the move, and that's always going to happen in moves that we have. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that we're going to be trying. I mean, didn't you say you had another video other than the butter one you were going to try? Oh, you're making sausage.
Yeah, I never
And
done
you put a video out on that.
I believe I have.
Do you remember the bacon jalapeno poppers video?
Oh, those were so good.
Oh my gosh, I just
Yeah.
remembered that video, and it's like the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't do that
What are
right.
you doing?
I messed it up. I messed everything up, Heather.
I thought I saw a question. What's going
Okay,
on?
so I watched a video that if no toilet paper, use a spray bottle with soap. Interesting.
Yeah.
This whole toilet paper thing baffles me a little bit in the fact that
Gina. Gina.
did she just bump the
She
camera?
just bumped the camera.
Yeah, that sounds like Gina.
Gina.
Our dog is a menace.
Well, it baffles me because that's not like having a severe case of the squirts is not like one of the
It's not a
side
part of this
effects
thing.
of this virus. So
It's important to
what
be.
happened there?
Refresh your screen if
Oh,
you
there
can't
we
see
go.
us.
All right.
Yeah, and Crystal's laughing with hilarity.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna go check it again.
Okay, so I was just gonna. Oh yeah, not the toilet paper thing. There was something else I was gonna mention, and I just lost it. Totally lost it. There is so much that we're learning about just being prepared and having a good backstock. It never really. How do I say this? It never really hits home until you're faced with a situation like this. And so backstocking certain things we understand, and toilet paper is one of those things where, as a small boy, you didn't use a whole lot of, but as you got older, you realized that's an important thing. Gina bumped the camera again.
All right, I'm gonna take him over here because we're at a place now where I gotta start.
Oh, she's gonna show you more butter.
I'm gonna show you more butter. So let me raise up so that you can you'll be able to see what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Whoop, there I am. All right. Oh, there's our swamp cooler. That thing is, it's
beautiful.
not an air conditioner. It's a swamp cooler, and it keeps us cool in the, because here is kind of unique.
We'll
in the
talk about weather
summertime,
in a little bit.
yeah, we'll talk about the weather in a minute. But all right, so I'm going to show you what we got going on here.
Hey, Katy, ask everyone
All
to
right.
get off the internet, please.
So in here, we got butter. That's butter there. The white stuff, that's your buttermilk. So we're going to drain the buttermilk off, and then we're going to rinse it. Rinse the butter, not the buttermilk.
Wait, is buttermilk what you use for biscuits?
Yeah.
So you just made butter and buttermilk?
Butter and buttermilk.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
That is crazy talk.
Now, if you wanted like kind of the thicker buttermilk, you could actually add yogurt to your cream, let it sit on the counter overnight, and I think that would actually make that kind of thicker buttermilk, because this will be thinner. I'm going to need somebody to be a camera person for me.
Oh, Jack's here.
Jack, come here, honey.
He is.
All right, so we're going to flip this. Okay. Oops, I just flipped it back. There's Max. Hi. Now, what we're going to do is I've got my strainer here. I'm left-handed. Do it this way so people can see. So we're going to drain off
Yay.
the butter.
That looks awesome. I'm sorry. My chin just hit the camera like a bunch.
My grandmother kept lots of toilet paper.
So did my grandma. And now I'm not thinking she's so weird.
Do you need this?
Oh, you know what Danny69 just said?
But
Actually, some people are getting diarrhea with this virus.
are they now? Okay.
Also, a new sign is loss of smell and taste.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
That's interesting.
All right. So we're going to put this back on. And what I'm going to do is kind of, hey, Jack, I need you to focus on. Quit fighting your brother with the spatula. So it's kind of, can you see down in here? You can see
Max, come on.
it's got liquid in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, I'm going to put my whisk back on. And we're going to take our ice water here. Like I said, I had Max drill holes in the top of this so I don't dump the ice in with it. And
Uh-oh.
we're going to rinse it. We're going to pour some water in here.
I'm an elder. I didn't stock up. Ugh. I don't know what that means, but Cheryl, I'm sorry.
All right. And we're going to, what you're going to want is you're going to want the liquid in the bottom to be clear. So if it's, so we'll probably have to rinse this like 2, maybe 3 times. And then, so we're going to put that back over because it will splatter again. Alright, so hold on. Alright, so the reason that you rinse it is because if you have that fat still in there, that buttermilk in there, your butter won't last nearly as long. You can get about 2 to 3 weeks out of this, and if you don't eat it then you can freeze it also, but if you don't take all of the buttermilk out, then it won't last very long. So that's why we're doing that. All right, so Jack, hold on, we're gonna go back over to where Kevin is.
I'm in the way, I'm sorry.
You are, it's all right. Sorry. And then we're
Okay, I'm going to read some of our comments, and we'll have a little bit of time to interact. Tighten up the top there a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, or otherwise it'll fall off.
So I'm gonna keep an eye on that while you talk to them.
All right, so life in the up. Hello, Goin, Batty, and everyone else. I just saw that you were live. I love making butter, but have not done so in years. Danny69 says, I put a tea towel over my mixer to help with the splatter. Hi, Alicia. How are you?
I would put a tea towel over it, but none of them are clean. They haven't come up from the laundry yet, so that's why
Well, we have to order tea
towel.
towels because
Yes.
they're the ones we have are getting kind of rough. They're not getting
I
it.
use the flour sack cloths. I use those instead of like cheesecloth and stuff like that because it just catches more stuff. And I need to buy some new ones. So
Yeah. So we decided not to get too crazy with backstocking a ton of toilet paper. And our grocery store has started to not run out by a certain time. So there's a little bit of restocking happening. There's a little bit of like keeping stock in, and they started regulating the TP and how many you can take. But in a small town, there's so many awesome people here that are willing to help us, or anyone, should they need an extra roll of toilet paper, some extra flour, extra sugar, anything that might be a staple in your diet or in your life, cleaning supplies. It does they do a really good job of helping out. They really do. And if you missed some of the instructions that Heather was giving you, she was talking about how the butter needs to be rinsed because some of the cream that is in it will keep your butter from staying good for a long period of time. So she was washing her butter basically.
So,
and she's got something here she's going to show you.
All right, Jack, I need your help again, hon. Bring them over here.
I'm reading a book. You need camera?
Yep, I need the camera. I need you to be my camera person.
Okay, moving. Dun 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 dun.
Okay, we don't need sound effects, buddy.
No sound effects.
So, if you can look in here, can you see, Jack? All right. So if you look in here, you can see the liquid. Now, we don't want this liquid in our buttermilk. So what we're going to do is we're going to, hold on, let me try to do this where they can see. We're going to drain off the liquid, kind of shake it around a little bit. It's starting to come together.
It looks like a brain.
It does look a little like a brain, yes, Jack, it does. All right, and then we're going to dump.
That's that middle school boy.
How much cream was that, Heather?
That was 2 cups of cream.
2 cups of cream made that much butter?
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So probably what I'm going to do after this, once we are done going live, I'll probably do the other, because I have a quart, and so I'll probably do the other one up too. So we're going to put our, there you go. All right, put our lid back on here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pour some more water in here. And like I said, this is just a, you can buy these for mason jars, and I had my son drill holes in it. So, and now we're going to put our spotter thing back on.
What are you doing again? I'm sorry.
I'm rinsing it again. So you have to rinse it until the liquid is not cloudy anymore. So, turn this back on.
So she's going to be rinsing it until it's not cloudy. Got it. Yeah, fresh bread and homemade butter.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I have to make some bread.
Do we have any of it left?
No, I have to make it tomorrow. Oh, no, we do have some.
We have a little bit, like.
Yeah, it's not fresh. It's like a day or two old.
Well, hey, you know what's even better than the sandwich bread?
So it's really good that Heather has the ability.
I'll move
Alright,
it over.
so let's take them back over there again.
Done.
Around so that we can.
No, I already have it.
No, because we can't see. There we go.
There we are.
There we are.
It's a little bit choppy.
Sorry, guys. We're doing it on an iPhone,
It
so.
needs to go that way.
Hold on, let me crank us down. All right.
There you go. So there's some space for you.
Yeah. So there's some space for me. And we're cooking.
It's okay.
Okay, are you sure?
We're allowed to be a little weird because we haven't done this in a while, so it kind of makes everybody kind of
All right,
wonky.
so we're gonna There we go. That's a little better. I
Yeah.
think. There you go. All right. So we're on our second rinse now for our butter. Let's still come. It's all right. Oh,
Everybody lean to the right.
we're not professionals. So.
I think that's one of the things they love about us is we're not professional.
Alicia, Kevin fell, and he may have torn his meniscus in his knee. We have to take him to get an MRI tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, let me tell you, because this house that we moved into has nothing but steps going up to the front door. It's been quite the annoyance.
Yeah. So it's just kind of a waiting game. Yeah.
It is. But the butter will be done soon.
Yeah, it will be done soon. I think it probably has one more rinse, and then we should be.
Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
So, and I need to keep an eye on the time because Crystal, I think, is going.
What time is she going live?
7 her time. I think it's 6 our time.
No, it's 5 our time. She's going live right now.
No, she's going live at 7.
Her time?
Yes, and she's in.
Hour ahead of us or 2?
She's an hour, just an hour.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're good right now.
I want to watch her.
There you go. Yeah. We encourage you guys to watch.
Yeah, PNC Atkinson. So
Yep.
she's going to be going live.
Oh, thanks, Heather. It's 6:10 here.
6:10 here. So it's 5:10 here. So
All right.
I got.
We're doing better with our math, aren't we?
Oh, it's awful. It's awful. Yeah.
It's hard to talk over the mixture.
I know. I'm
But
sorry.
but that's okay.
I mean, I know some people, and I've seen Krista do this from Big Family Homestead, where she's rinsed it by hand, where you just put it in the strainer, and then you put it in ice water, and you kind of mix up. This is just easier.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of perusing some of our videos and going, hey, those look good.
Yeah.
And those look good. And
So,
what about
like,
those?
So things like, since, like I said, everyone's quarantined now, if you're looking at, I've got canning videos, I've got making bread videos, for a while we did a Cookie Friday video. I mean, if you get bored,
Oh, yeah.
there's tons of them out there. So just try something new. Try something you've never done before. And like I said, if you have a lot of kids in your house who are driving you nuts, you can make butter without a mixer. Just get a mason jar, put some marbles in it, put your cream in it, and tell them to shake it until it's butter. And you will have butter. Because I did that with my kids at one point.
That's right.
I have videos somewhere of them standing out in the front yard doing this. I wanted him to do it in the yard in case the lid came off and it splattered all over the house.
All right, so try these. If you're bored at home and you want a fun comfort food, I'm sending you a link to one of our videos for the bacon jalapeno poppers.
Those are good.
You have to eat them because I'm not going to eat them anymore, and so you have to eat them so I can live vicariously through you.
Yeah. Another thing is making bagels. Katy makes bagels. She makes some killer cinnamon rolls. So, is your ear okay?
Yeah, it's fine. The cinnamon rolls, actually, that's an undersell. The cinnamon rolls that Katy makes are so good, they're going to win her a man someday. I promise her that. They are so delicious. Heather, when Heather and I met, my beautiful bride, she made a man catching cookies.
Yep.
And I don't know how we're going to describe Katy's cinnamon rolls to her future husband, but those are good.
I'm like, you only make these. You better make sure you want to marry the guy.
Oh, they're so good.
They're that good.
They're so good.
Yeah.
And they're not like frozen ones good. They are, what's the Cinnabon,
Cinnabon, yeah.
Cinnabon quality, and she does such a good job. So we are on mountain time, and the question is, what is the weather like here? Well, most of the time it's cold. It's not, there are 3 months out of the year where Wyoming has a different kind of weather. Heather's going to show you something.
I'm going to show you something. Instead of taking you back and forth, you can see, maybe, hold on, let me tilt you down a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Down in here. Like
It's
the
still
liquid
milky,
is
right?
still kind of milky looking. So we're going to
Keep washing it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to keep dumping the water out and then I'm going to put it back in the mixer with the ice water again. So we're going to keep doing that.
So the routine is she takes the butter, she'll strain the gross water out, she'll put new fresh water in, mix it for a while, get the extra cream out of there or whatever is extra, rinse that, and she keeps doing that until it's clear, and that way she has a more pure mixture. So Wyoming has been incredible for us. We live in a high plains desert where the altitude is about 6,100 feet. There is basically all the land around us is Bureau of Land Management, and you can go out into the desert anywhere you want and go camping and go just go exploring. It's good to tell someone where you're going because there are wild animals out everywhere. I have not done this because I'm not a very good outdoorsman, but we have some friends who are incredible outdoorsmen, and they know how to use the land and feed themselves off of the land. It's incredible. The weather this winter has been cold, but not outrageously cold. And spring seems to be a good time for people to, or for not for people to, but for the weather. Spring is like a good snow and then a thaw and then a good snow and then a thaw and then a good snow and then a thaw and it just keeps repeating over and over. And we'll have some days that are like 50 degrees and then it'll go back down to like 20. But in winter, December, January, February, we're still getting used to some of the things just getting used to the weather around here. And it's cold. I mean, it is around, sometimes it's 6 below. I mean, it didn't get incredibly cold, but up on the mountain where we live near a place that has an incredible view. And I know that we've shown you on some of our videos and they don't do justice to it. But it's really a beautiful place. And so we're getting ready to head into some seasons of great weather. And I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. That's just going to be off the hook. It's time for it to get a little warm, maybe.
Yeah.
But no guarantees.
All right. So we're going for another go around here. One of the things that I've learned here is altitude makes all the difference in the world when you're baking.
It does.
Because I made a cake. The first time I was here, I made a cake and the whole center of it sunk in. So I had to do a little bit of research on that. I have found because we lived in a place that was 600 feet above sea level before.
Hey Jack, would you go get me some tissues,
and
please?
now we live in a place that's like 6,000 feet above sea level. And so that has a...
You have to adjust for that.
You have to adjust for that. And so... like I've learned that when I bake anything, like if it says bake it at 350, I have to bake it at 365. The one thing that I still haven't got to turn out perfect here is the artisan bread recipe that Krista makes. We love that bread, and the first like 4 times I made it, it turned out flat as a pancake. So the last time I made it, it was better. It was a little more rounded, but it wasn't like super rounded and beautiful and pretty. It just wasn't. So we're...
Danny69 is asking if we can go out for walks. Yes. But during the wintertime, it's pointless because there's just snow and ice everywhere.
Yeah, it actually...
But during the summer, during the spring, during the summer, during the fall, where the temperature is manageable and there's no snow on the ground, this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever lived in my life.
And spring is about mid-May is when spring comes. So, I mean, like Kevin said, we're still getting snow now. Now, it'll be 50 degrees one day and then it'll snow the next day. That's pretty normal here.
The town that we live in now is considered rural because of its location. It's hours away from any major city.
Yeah. Our closest Walmart is probably a half hour away.
Yeah, and that's not a major metropolitan area. That's just another town that's small.
That's just slightly bigger than us.
Yeah, and they're probably 10,000 more than we are, and so we have a small town mentality here where people help people, and they're kind, but there is a little bit of a drive to get to. some of the places that we go to. I just went and got fitted for hearing aids, and we had to drive 2.5 hours basically.
Yeah, we had to drive into Utah.
Yeah, and that's kind of that scenery is gorgeous too.
It's beautiful.
So we have Utah just all around us, kind of, and when we go south into Utah, it's gorgeous, and when we go west into Utah, it's gorgeous, because that's how Utah works. It kind of hugs Wyoming.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like a toilet.
Yeah.
It comes up a little bit here, and then the seat's here. So
It is a great place to live, and the people here have been amazing.
Yeah, the people here are very kind. Like Kevin said, like, because we are a small town, and the next closest town is a small town too, there is a mentality of, okay, we are here by ourselves, and we have to take care of each other.
That's right.
And like, it's been really great seeing people do that.
Yeah.
Through everything.
It's been fun learning about the history of where we live too.
Yeah.
There's a rich history here.
Yeah.
And it's diverse. It's not what you would think.
The exploration of the Grand Canyon started in our town.
That's right.
So,
and with a one-armed man.
With a one-armed man,
That's
yes.
really interesting.
And we went to the museum and we thought, oh my gosh, somebody stole the arm off of that statue.
And it's supposed to be that way.
We found out that the guy actually lost his arm in the Civil War. So he went through the Grand Canyon with only one arm. So I'm going to go check that again.
Okay. I was excited to check out our YouTube channel to see what is our top video right now. And wouldn't you know that one of our top videos right now is Cincinnati chili. And so I encourage you guys to check out our video called Cincinnati chili. I was trying to find it and then it just went the wrong way on me. So here in a minute I'll get a link to it and we'll get it put up there. But we have some incredible chili.
So I'm going to show you this again, guys. So the liquid is starting to get a little, it's not as cloudy as it was. So I'm going to rinse it again and start the process again.
And this is definitely repeaty because you have to. This is how you wash. And I never knew you had to wash butter, but this is it. There's if any of you have any experience washing butter, by all means, feel free to share that with us because I don't know. Do we know a lot of people that make their own butter, Heather?
I don't know.
I haven't seen a whole lot. Actually, that's not true. I was watching a channel the other day, and they had so their kids were making butter with the marbles in the jar. That was pretty cool. Here's the Cincinnati chili video. Yeah, let's see. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Hi, Mom. How are you? Your mom is on. That's cool.
She's watching because she got nothing else to do. She's not allowed to go hang out with her sisters.
That's right. I'm gonna have to go through our recipes. Cheryl, please do. Heather's got some amazing recipes that are a lot of fun, and they're really good. I mean, it's not just kind of good; it's really, really good. Has it been cutting out on us? I apologize if we've been having some video issues, but the cell phone signal here is not always the best. I set up a cell phone extender and it's working, but I don't think I have it tweaked right. So it's more of a learning curve on my side. I think our kids like living here. It's kind of a bummer right now because they don't get to hang out with any of their new friends. So that's a little bit frustrating for them, but I think they like living here. I think they're adjusting well. And is Katy still doing sewing projects? No, not really, not to a great big extent. She helps time from time. If you don't know, Katy is a fantastic artist. And she has some art that will just blow your mind. If she'll let me, I'll show you a ton of it. But there's I don't know if she wants you on her Instagram account or not, but I'll show you one of the pictures she does on her Instagram. Instagram's a big deal, and she has a lot of art on her Instagram account. Let me see if I can find a picture that she did. And you can see for yourself some of the awesome pictures that she does. So I don't know if you can see that. It's probably a little weird. It's pretty bright. I changed it. Shoot. Hang on. I can do this. Yeah. It's tough to see, but that's one of her pictures. And yeah, you're going to have a hard time seeing it. But on her Instagram account, she has some great, amazing art. And so does Max. And Jack even has an Instagram account now where he's building Legos. And not just any Legos, but Legos with gears and moving parts and some incredible stuff. So I don't have their permission to give you their Instagram information, but if I do get their permission, we'll put it up on a link to their pages. But they're on Instagram and they're doing some incredible artwork, and Max is a great artist as well. He's actually exploring what it means to be a musician right now, and some of the things that he's been doing as a musician have been off the chart. So we do have some awesome kids. It is a I don't know what anime. It might be, but that's not. I mean, that's not beyond her skill. She definitely draws like that. So she's very creative, and like I said, Jack's doing things with his Lego Instagram page as well. Very talented, and they get it all from their mother. And all of her creativity. How's the butter coming out?
I got one more rinse, I think.
One more rinse, and then she'll show you the finished product, and that'll be really awesome. So, what are some of the things going on in your guys' world? What questions do you have? What are some of the latest topics in homesteading? I bet it's a lot of like prep steading and just being prepared for certain situations like the ones we're in now with the COVID-19 and the social distancing. I think one of the things that I've appreciated is Heather has the ability to be self-reliant. And so if we want something, we'll make it. And that's where the butter thing came from. And a whole lot more. What did we talk about for dinner tonight? I forgot.
I forgot to plan dinner tonight.
Oh, I thought you had something else that was homesteading planned.
I'm just gonna do salad with chicken.
Yeah, we're eating healthy right now. That's good. We're gonna stay away from the whole like eat everything and bad for you kind of thing.
We're not gonna make ourselves fat and sassy.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah, I think most of it is fun to explore because we have a passion to learn all of these different things. And Heather's really good at learning how to do this kind of thing. And so she takes the initiative to learn how to make things that you'd never think. Anime, Weber Homestead, how are you? Anime is like a type of cartoon. It's more Asian, more I don't know how to explain it really, but it's very good. Let's see, Mindy is saying, yes, a lot of prepping videos out there. It has given me a new push to get back into it. Planning on buying more Thrive Life as soon as stuff gets back in stock. That's true. Thrive Life is a great product to backstock your shelves with, and we enjoy it too. We've done a lot of Thrive Life videos. You're gonna love that. Let's see. When you make your own food from scratch, you appreciate it a lot more through the process. Absolutely. I think when you make your own food, it becomes more and more valuable, and you waste it less
Right.
when you make it. Okay, Heather's got some more stuff for the butter.
So the final rinse I'm actually going to do by hand. So my hands are clean, I promise. I just washed them. So I'm going to tilt you down here. Let you look in the bowl. But you can see that water is pretty much... Oh, wait, let me move over. I don't want to...
That's clear water right there.
Yeah. So I've got most of the buttermilk out of it. And it's ice cold water, like I said. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to try to get as much water out as I can, like with some paper towels. And then I'll just put it back in here. We're going to put some salt in it.
Yes.
So, and we'll do that by hand.
Yes.
All right.
So people are starting to comment now, boy.
Yeah.
Weber Homestead says life hasn't changed. Life hasn't been too much different. I never was a part of this. I already had plenty of stock. I'm going to try making blueberry syrup and jam.
Ooh, that's good. We've done
That sounds
That's
awesome.
really good.
Yeah, that does sound really
In
good.
fact, I just made mixed berry jam
Yeah,
that my kids eat on their waffles.
mixed berry jam that they put. Yep, that's true. Yes, I fully support your making of blueberry syrup and jam. This weekend, and let's see, Chloe likes anime. I'm learning about anime. LOL. Yeah, we are too. So it's interesting. I'm glad to have what I do though in stock. I'm still working full time. We've moved 1,500 people from offices to work from home in 5 days. Wow, that's a big deal.
That's amazing.
Mindy says my favorite recipe of yours, Heather, are brookies.
Oh, brookies are good.
Brookies are off the
Okay.
charts. Those are incredible and amazing. Keep the buttermilk and make pancakes from it.
Yes, I am.
She has kept her buttermilk. That is going to have some awesome. Well, you can do pancakes. You can do what else? What is the other thing we can do?
Biscuits.
Biscuits. That's right.
with it.
Yeah. Out of the 16 ounces of cream, how much butter will you end up with
Well, here, I'll show
in
you.
the end? And she'll show you in just a minute. Is it a half cup, 3/4 cup, 1 cup? How much?
I use 2 cups of butter. And so, if you look here, it's one of these little dishes. It fills it almost completely up.
Can I taste it?
Yeah, in a minute. I need to salt it. It doesn't have any
Oh,
salt.
it doesn't have any salt in it. She's got to salt it. So, well, we'll see you later, Alicia. Thanks for joining us. Keep the buttermilk and make pancakes from it. That is such a brilliant idea. We love that.
Yep.
It is so awesome.
All right, so
All right, here we go.
tilt you down a little bit.
Tilt you down so you can see.
So
So, what kind of salt are you using here?
I'm
This
just
is
using kosher salt.
kosher salt, Morton's kosher salt. And they are in no way a sponsor. However, if they would like us to be, just let us know.
All right, so we're gonna kind of do it by taste. Hey Jack, why don't you slice off your dad a piece of bread? Slice
Oh,
off your
I
dad.
can just eat it raw.
You're not gonna just eat butter.
I lived through it
Katie ate a whole stick of butter all by herself.
several
we're gonna
times
put-
as a kid.
Love it.
That in there.
Love
I
it.
did only.
Go ahead and toast it too, Jack. That'll be really good.
Yay.
Just
And-
kind of mix it up.
That's amazing how you're doing that.
Yep.
Is it soft like
It is.
room
It's,
temperature?
yeah. It's well, it's a little cold.
A little colder than room temperature, I think.
Put a little more salt in that.
We like salty butter.
You know, I might even.
I'm
That's
gonna put
awesome.
all that salt in there.
How much salt do you put in it? 'Cause here's the thing about watching Heather's videos. She very rarely does she do exact measurements.
This one I would say do it to taste. Like taste it and see if it tastes as salty as you want it to be.
Yeah, and that's always the trick. I
Yeah.
think you always have to flavor to taste. You know.
Especially when it excuse me, especially when it comes to like salt and pepper,
Yeah,
because some people's tastes are different.
absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
You could do this in a larger container if you needed to.
I could have, but is what
I'm gonna protect my computer from the butter that
Okay.
could fling.
there's a
any
little bit
minute.
of like liquid come out, so I'm gonna
Is
just
that
bring
a
out
cup
probably-
or a 2-cup container? We don't know.
I think it's probably about a 1 cup.
It looks like a cup and a half to me. To be honest
I
with
don't
you,
think so. I think this is probably 1.
you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like 1 cup.
So
Danny
you'll get,
69, I think that's 1 cup.
you'll get about, if you use 2 cups, oops, wait, let me, sorry. There we go.
There we are.
If you use 2 cups of cream, you'll probably get about a cup of butter.
Sure.
All right?
Absolutely. That's not, is that a good yield? I mean, I don't know. Cream is always expensive, so when you make cream's a little more expensive, not incredibly expensive, but a little
butter's
more.
about $3 a pound here, and a quart of cream is like $4.50.
Yeah.
And I could still make another, like this maybe.
So the cream is $4.50.
So if I did the whole thing of cream, I probably would have a pound of butter.
Yeah. And a pound is how much?
At the grocery store, it runs sometimes $3.99, $2.99.
Okay.
If it's on sale, it's $2.99. Yeah. So
sometimes it's on sale, so that's good.
Jack, how's the toast coming?
He doesn't know. He's taking pictures of his Legos.
His Lego guy, yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to take.
My hands are all nice and smooth because though I washed them, I still have some of that like butter fat on there.
That's too funny. Do you think you'll ever do a regular live stream in the future? Boy, have we talked about this.
Yeah.
We have, I'll be honest with you guys, we thoroughly enjoyed doing a regular live stream. And there's something that most people don't mention, and I'm going to talk about it. When we moved from Ohio to Wyoming, our entire world kind of flipped upside down. In a good way, though, not in a bad way. And we really lost some rhythms in our life that existed before when we did our live stream. And so we have not been able to reestablish the live stream rhythm, but we've gotten some other rhythms in our life settled, and they're a foundation in our life now. Yeah. So we have been able to establish, making obviously the ministry at the church and that kind of stuff.
So I'm spreading the butter on the toast. Ooh, that toast is hot.
And so the rhythm of the live stream, we just haven't figured out yet because, frankly, we didn't know if we had a good signal here or not. Is this mine?
That's yours.
Oh, that doesn't have enough butter on it.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Oh.
We just made butter.
You can't
some
eat it
butter
all.
on it.
And like I tell you what
This will be gone by the end of the night, I guarantee
When
you.
I
because
make bread.
There are teenagers all over this house, and their goal is to eat me out of house and home. I guarantee you
when
that.
I make bread, I tell them, I'm like, especially that artisan bread, like I made 4 loaves of bread and they're 2 gone already.
Mm-hmm. And it surprises her for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is so good.
It has enough salt in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough.
There's nothing like homemade butter. There's nothing like it.
It's pretty good.
I like regular butter anyway, but this is fantastic. So the long answer to your very short question is maybe. I don't know. We're gonna look at what we have to offer as far as a live show is concerned. We always kind of approach our live streams as, do we have something worth saying, and would people be interested in what we have to say?
Our life has changed a little bit. It's different here because in this town that we live in, if you have a 1/4 acre, you have a huge lot. Mm-hmm. And so, the dream of having 5 acres somewhere is not really realistic because, frankly, there's not enough water here.
Well, the river runs through our town.
Well, it does, but not up on the hill. It doesn't.
Well, it's a high plain desert, and therefore it's hard to water things,
When it rains here, people are like, oh, it's going to rain. It rains for about, 5 minutes, and then it's done. Like, we're in Ohio, it would rain all day long.
Well, and we'll share videos with you guys about how the gardening goes and how watering goes and how all of that is, because it's brand new to us. Yeah. And we're going to be figuring it out. We have a lot of plants to kill. I'm just being honest.
Well, and because of him becoming the senior pastor at this church, his schedule has changed too. So, he's not here Wednesdays, he's not here Sundays, we
have a different rhythm.
We have a different and there's other days too where he never knows like exactly what day he's going to have to do what, besides Mondays and Wednesdays. But right now, he's at home because he's not allowed to go down the stairs unless it's an absolute emergency. Let our daughter have some butter. So,
I'm really held captive. It's very unfair.
You might want to ask Max and Miles if they want to try it.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't think so.
Hey, Jack, would you give me some more iced tea,
Alright,
please?
See, the more they know, that means the less there is for us.
So we're looking at what the potential could be for us to do a live show. We have a lot of information on our channel about gardening, about doing some of that stuff, and I think we can offer more in the kind of area that we're at now. How do you plant in areas where the soil's junk?
Yeah,
And we really, our backyard doesn't have very good soil.
Yeah, we can't hear from everyone that I've talked to. You don't plant in the ground. You plant in raised beds.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the ground doesn't get warm enough sometimes, even in the summertime. Because when we candidated for this church, we were here in June. It snowed in June.
Yeah. Well,
And so-
flurried.
It flurried, but you know.
But it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's something we had
Several
never seen
days
before.
where it was just gorgeous. It was just beautiful.
Yeah.
So I would say that keep an eye on our channel because we've got some new videos that are going to come out about those topics. Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah,
and we're always going to find something to cook,
Yeah.
even if we repeat.
Weber Homestead. I said at the beginning of the thing, he's talking about, or he, she, I'm not sure.
I'm going to plant my garden this year in 5-gallon pails. I think that's smart.
And we're doing, I got from
Grow bags.
Amazon grow bags.
Yep.
Because I want something that's just, it's easy to move and and I'm not, because I'm not drilling holes in
Her
Kevin's
name is
buckets.
Tina.
Tina, okay.
Okay,
All right,
gotcha.
so her, Tina,
Tina,
nice to
there
meet
you
you. So that I'm not drilling holes in all his 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah.
He gets mad when I do that. So,
Well, if we plant it, I don't get mad about it. You know.
but and I'll do a video on that when the grow bags come in, because not only do I have those, but I want to grow potatoes, and I have 10 5-gallon grow bags that I can do my cucumbers, tomatoes.
Cheryl says
peppers
grow bags
in.
work wonderfully.
And then I got 5 10-gallon potato bags that have a little door in the front, so you can just pull all the potatoes out and just add dirt onto the top of it. So I'll let you know how those turn out. I'm kind of excited about those. But
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to try to
Now,
find.
tell the boys, let them try some. Okay.
We're gonna freeze that next because we're not gonna eat it all tonight.
Okay. Well, I got to make the other.
Oh, she
Yeah.
has much more butter to make.
I've
but
got a half a thing of heavy cream here, and then I have another whole quart in there that I'm gonna make up. So.
we had a video of you starting your garden last year. Do you remember starting seeds?
It's funny because I have all of these grandiose plans, and I even like get graph paper out and I sketch everything and I put where I want everything to go, and then I never follow that plan. So you can try some of the homemade butter boys.
You have to eat it on bread though. You can't just
You
spread
can't
it on
just-
your hand and lick it.
No. No.
Oh, here we go. Look right here.
Yeah.
See these? Isn't that one of your videos?
Yeah, that's one of where I did starting seeds. And I had all my stuff here a little while ago, and then I had the boys put it all away when he fell. So I'm like, I don't have time to start seeds yet. And frankly, like I said here, we have a growing season of between 70 and 90 days. And I came from a place where we have 120, maybe 130.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to do a lot of starting stuff inside. I have grow lights, and we'll start with just cold weather crops like our cabbage and our kale and maybe peas and stuff like that. So we'll
I'm
see
going
how
to
it
try to
goes.
put one of your seed starting videos
Okay.
up on our live stream here so they
All
can
right.
get connected to it. So,
Yeah.
was it
I can't wait to see-
transplanting or what?
I
I don't know.
I can't wait to see my garden too. I'm excited about it because then after garden comes canning videos, and I'm super stoked because I've been saving. I babysit 3 little boys during the week. Well, I did. Their parents are teachers, and now they're all teaching from home.
Yeah.
And but I saved my babysitting money, and I bought me a food strainer for my KitchenAid. I had one that clamped to the table that you hand cranked, and that one was great. My aunt gave it to me. I loved it. But the only problem is that almost every table now has a beveled edge to it, and this thing wouldn't clamp onto it because of that beveled edge. But we've done videos on, I've canned potatoes. I've done pickles. I've got videos on both of those.
Oh yeah, those are good too.
Peach are my peach preserves. Now that's the one that my kids love the most. The most, hands down. That's the jam preserves that I make that they love. I've done.
They like the mulberry too.
The mulberry.
No jam is safe in this house.
No.
It doesn't matter what you make.
The mulberry jam, I've done one on that. That one was kind of interesting because where we lived before, we were actually in an urban environment, and there were mulberry trees in the city, and we just went and we went with 5-gallon buckets and picked mulberries. And I know people thought we were absolutely crazy doing that, but I probably made, I don't know, 10 pint jars of mulberry jam. And that was really good. Those mulberries are funny though, because at least the ones that we had in the area we lived in, when you first started cooking them, they smelled like a fart. Like
No, they smelled like burnt tires.
They had that.
They have a weird sulfury burnt tire smell.
But once you got past that first,
you have to get that out.
5 minutes of cooking, then they were fine because all of my kids walked in the house. They're like, "Woo, what's that smell?" So.
It's a lot like when she does the sauerkraut in our house. It's like no sauerkraut in the house because that just smells like wet feet all day long.
I'm trying to think what I did. I did something called sweet potato squash, and I've had people correct me on this time and time again, like, "Oh no, you're just canning sweet potatoes." No, it was an actual squash. It's called a sweet potato squash, and we got seeds from an American Homestead. And it's actually what they use. Like most pumpkin that you get canned in the store is this kind of squash. It turns like bright orange. And I canned that too. Now that video, I had some people correct me because I was relatively new to canning and I used a metal knife to get the air bubbles out, and people were like, "No, don't do that. You're supposed to use something like plastic so you don't chip the jar." I'm trying to think. I can't remember if I've done chicken stock.
So hang on, I got to tell them in the background right now. Not only are we going to run out of bread, but we have stopped using bread and started using hot dog buns to eat.
Let me have that piece of bread.
I already had 2 pieces of.
You already had 2 pieces of bread with the butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he allowed to have the rest of it?
No, you can't use the hot dog buns and eat the rest of the butter.
I already used
This is our life, my friends.
already used some
We
hot
have
dog
teenagers behind us eating us out of house and home, and it doesn't matter what they eat. They're just going to toast it and put homemade butter on it. Oh, I love our life. Our life is awesome.
My goodness.
We're going to eat dinner in about 20 minutes, too, by the way.
Yes,
I think we're having bread and butter for dinner.
That might be all we're having. Bread and butter.
But we have chicken.
Let me go back to our live stream. I see a couple. Everyone's laughing at us, first of all. I have 2 teenage boys. They do the exact same thing.
Oh my gosh, there are times where I'm like, where did all the food go?
Well, it's in these growing boys. It's incredible how much. I thought I ate a lot.
Yeah.
No way.
So we have, our kids are 16, 15, 14,
12.
and 12.
And you had to think about that.
I had to think about it. I'm like, is Jack 13 or is he 14?
I'm 9.
And so
Christy says she has 2 slices of bread left. She needs to make bread.
there's a mass amount of food that goes through this house.
But there's nothing as good.
There's a mass amount of food that goes through this house.
But there's nothing as good as homemade butter.
Yeah.
And I always kind of laugh at Heather when her bread will disappear the same day that she makes it. And I'm like, it is too good to let it just sit around the house. I mean, she would have to make.
Close in age too.
She would have to make 40 loaves of bread for us not to eat it all in one day. So
it's crazy.
That's happening to our screen every once in a while, guys. That's happening to our screen every once in a while. That's why we don't do live streams very often, is because it's a little wonky on the rendering and processing. You guys have a very grainy video because we are. I
had to put the lid on it because they were going to eat it all.
They were. So. It was like they were putting multiple layers of butter on one piece of bread.
It was like they butter it, let it melt, sink in, butter it again, let it melt and sink in, butter it again. So.
Let me tell you something. Our kids are a joy, and if we survive them eating us out of house and home. I can't wait to see what adults they're going to turn
Yes,
into.
big
If
adults.
they survive. No, they'll survive.
Yeah.
They're going to do great. We're just kidding.
We might starve to death. But
I can't resist homemade bread either. I mean, when she makes it and that smell permeates the house, it's just going to be eaten.
And it's always good to make it on like a cold day too, because then it warms up the house and you have that bread smell.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
So,
Well, there's your there's your butter recipe.
there's your butter recipe.
Stay tuned to our channel for more things. We're going to get ready to say goodbye. We will answer a few last questions as we go, and but we want to encourage you guys, if you want to support our channel, here's a great way to support our channel. We get the question all the time. If you want to support our channel, watch our videos and let the commercials run.
Yeah.
Because those commercials are kind of our advertisers, and they help us.
Now, I can understand sometimes there are commercials that are like 5 minutes long. You don't have to watch.
Or they're inappropriate. And we try to filter out the inappropriate commercials, but that doesn't always work, so skip away.
Yeah.
But watch our videos, let the commercials run if you can. And that's the best way to support our channel, by watching our videos and share it. Share it to people who don't know about us. Share us on your Facebook page, or on your Instagram page, or on your Twitter page that you do, whatever that is. Check out our videos and share them with the people that you guys know. And the more subscribers we get, the more fun we can have with homesteading. I'm going to read a few comments here. Christy Betts says, I can't resist homemade bread. Nobody can. Nobody can at all. Life in the Up.
UP, I think it's Upper Peninsula.
Oh, UP.
Yeah.
At one point, I had 4 teenage boys living at home. I had to make a loaf of bread every day.
Jeez,
Oh man,
I can believe that.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Good night and God bless, Cheryl. Do you get anything from one of us? Do you get anything from the ones of us that have YouTube Premium? I have no idea how that works. So anyway, just share and like and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe, and then watch, rinse, and repeat. I don't know if that's part of that or not, but
repeat.
You probably don't have ads anymore, and that's fine, because you paid for a subscription, so you would not have ads anymore, and that's totally okay. But there's other ways of supporting our channel by watch, rinse, repeat. No, so liking, subscribing, and subscribing and sharing. Yeah. Sharing, liking, and subscribing.
Something like that.
Something in that manner. Do that thing they do on the Facebook, where you like people, or you share things.
You sound so old when you do that.
I'm okay with sounding old. I just had my 49th birthday in February, and I tweaked my knee. I can't believe I tweaked my knee.
I'm 29. No.
Oh yeah, she's been 29 for many years now, and she loves it.
I'm 43.
Darlene Thomas says, "Have a great night." Yeah. We will, because we're going to feed our children.
Yes,
and
we're going to sign off.
Keep them from eating each other and us.
Yeah.
So that's why we make
Dog
homemade
first.
things.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, cat first. No, chickens first. I actually seasoned them from the inside out, because
that's true.
I fed them parsley the other night.
That was awesome. Yeah, and they chowed down on some broccoli.
Yeah, I chopped up the broccoli stems and gave it to them. So
our chickens are eating high on the hog. Yeah. That is one part of our experience here that we absolutely love.
Having chickens again.
Yeah. We have our incredible church family, who are amazing, and we can't say enough nice things about them. Then we have, a great amount of blessings, and then we have the chickens. Yes. So there's no comparison between our church family and chickens, but I'm saying they're awesome.
He's a happy man because he gets to have chickens again.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. That's all I got.
That's all she's gonna say.
I
am going to go ahead and stay on for the next 5 hours, just repeating the same story over and over again.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No?
No.
Okay, well, we won't then. Guys, thanks for watching our live stream on how to make your own homemade butter.
Yep.
And will there be a recipe in the description?
Maybe.
Maybe. If
I
can you hear
remember
our
the
dog? Every time we go live, that dog eats
Or drinks.
Or drinks
Yeah.
right behind us, and that happened in Ohio
and,
too.
And this is not on purpose, but like sometimes I won't have a recipe in the description below just because life got busy and I forgot. Like
Yeah.
that's the only reason why.
And that is true. That's
right.
true.
Well,
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And as always,
more updates as we go.
we don't have anyone to push the button.
Oh, fine.
Push it! Push it! Push it!